March 15th, 44 BC, caused great changes in Western history. Julius Caesar, the great Roman general and dictator, was assassinated by a group of conspiratorial politicians during a Senate session. The coup plotters argued that this was the best course of action, given the fear that Julius Caesar would undermine the institutions of the Roman Republic. Julius Caesar had no heirs. His son with Cleopatra, known as Caesarion, was not legally recognized as a Roman citizen. In his will, Julius Caesar chose his great-nephew, Gaius Octavian, as his heir. This decision forever changed the life of young Octavian, who in the future would be known by the name Augustus, the first emperor of Rome. The death of Julius Caesar caused a rift in Rome's government. The senators who plotted against Caesar's life underestimated the Roman general's popularity with the people. With quick actions by Mark Antony, Julius Caesar's former general in the conquest of Gaul, and his personal friend, the entire population of Rome learned of the assassination. A crowd gathered in front of the Senate and expressed their anger against the assassins by burning the Senate house. When Julius Caesar was assassinated on the Ides of March, the 17-year-old Gaius Octavian was studying and receiving military training in Apollonia, a Roman city in Illyria in the Western Balkan Peninsula. Octavian rejected the advice of some army officers to take refuge with his troops in Macedonia. He sailed to Italy to ascertain whether he had any political or financial assets. The decision by Octavian could have been fatal, as he could have been the target of an attack by Julius Caesar's remaining enemies. After landing in Lupiae, near the ancient city of Brundisium, Octavian read the will. It was there that he decided to become Caesar's political heir, as well as inheritor of 2/3 of his estates. To Octavian's misfortune, power in Rome was divided between Consul Mark Antony and Aemilius Lepidus, one of the most influential politicians in the Roman Senate. There was a conflict of interest between Octavian and Caesar's former supporters, especially Mark Antony, who refused to hand over the financial inheritance that was Octavian's right. With enormous determination and cunning, Octavian, although young, succeeded in winning over many of Caesar's former supporters, including some legions. In 43 BC, Octavian, Mark Antony, and Aemilius Lepidus created the Second Triumvirate, a power-sharing agreement that divided the territories of Rome among them. This agreement was made to balance the political powers in Rome and appease a possible civil war. The territories ruled by Rome were divided. The east went to Mark Antony, Africa to Lepidus, and the west to Octavian. The peace did not last long. In 41 BC, Mark Antony established a romantic and political alliance with Cleopatra, the Queen of Egypt and former lover of Julius Caesar. This alliance continued even after a senatorial decree forced the marriage of Mark Antony to Octavian's sister, known as Octavia the Younger. To continue his relationship with Cleopatra, Mark Antony divorced Octavia in 32 BC. This decision angered Octavian. In retaliation, Octavian declared war on Cleopatra. This sparked the famous Battle of Actium on September 2nd, 31 BC. Octavian's naval fleet cornered and defeated Mark Antony's ships. Cleopatra's navy rushed to the aid of her lover, but in the end, the two were defeated and narrowly escaped. Mark Antony and Cleopatra returned to Egypt, where they committed suicide. Aemilius Lepidus, politically weakened, was Octavian's next target, as he wanted to consolidate his power in Rome. But Lepidus could offer no resistance. Octavian became Rome's undisputed ruler. But the shrewd Octavian knew better than to hurry his climb to power, otherwise he would suffer the same fate as Julius Caesar. He knew how to charm the Senate and the people, defending Rome's republican traditions without showing any aspiration to dictatorship or monarchy. On January 16th, 27 BC, the Senate awarded Octavian the new titles Augustus and Princeps. The name Augustus was inherited by all future emperors, becoming the emperor's main title. For political and personal reasons, Octavian decided to underline his family's link to Julius Caesar by adding the surname Caesar to his honorary titles. He became known as Gaius Julius Caesar Octavian Augustus, and later Emperor Caesar Augustus. The month of August is due to a decree in honor of Emperor Caesar Augustus. Before this change, August was known as Sextilis because it was the 6th month in the Roman calendar. In 19 BC, Augustus received the title Imperium Maius, finally attaining supreme power over all the provinces of the Roman Empire. After that, Caesar Augustus ruled surprisingly well, becoming the first emperor of Rome and a model for all following emperors. Regarding Augustus's appearance and personality, it is reported that he was short, handsome, and of good physical proportions. He had charisma, an essential attribute for rulers. As for his character, it is said that he was cruel as a young man, but became milder with maturity. However, this can be justified by the consolidation of his power. With a more secure leadership, the need for brutality diminished. He remained prepared to be ruthless whenever necessary. He tolerated criticism, had a good sense of humor, and a special taste for playing dice. His public moral attitudes were rigid, a trait he probably learned from his great-uncle Julius Caesar. An example of this was when Augustus exiled his daughter, Julia, because she offended his principles and defiled the family name by participating in parties filled with alcohol and immoral affairs. Augustus's reign was a golden age in every way. Augustus's peace became known as Pax Romana. The economy, arts, and agriculture flourished. An ambitious program of building and renovating Rome was begun, where Augustus completed the plans made by Julius Caesar and then proceeded with his own grandiose undertakings. He restored or built about 82 temples in 1 year. The famous public Roman baths were built during Augustus's reign. He passed many comprehensive reforms and laws to maintain stability in marriage and increase the birth rate in Rome. But there was one episode that undermined Augustus's reign. An alliance of Germanic peoples ambushed 3 Roman legions, led by the general Publius Quintilius Varus. The Germanic alliance was led by Arminius, a Germanic officer who had Roman military education. He managed to methodically outwit the Romans and predict the tactical responses of the enemy army. The Battle of the Teutoburg Forest is considered one of the most important defeats in Rome's history, abruptly ending Augustus's triumphant period of expansion. The outcome of this battle dampened the Romans' ambition to conquer Germania. It is considered one of the most important events in European history. Upon learning of the defeat, Emperor Augustus was so shaken that he banged his head on his palace walls, repeatedly shouting, "Quintilius Varus, give me back my legions." At the age of 75, Augustus's health deteriorated, and he prepared for a peaceful transition in power. He chose his adopted son, Tiberius, as heir. Augustus died in the city of Nola in southern Italy in 14 AD. His last official words were, "I found Rome built of bricks. I leave her clothed in marble." There were rumors that Livia Drusa, Augustus's wife, caused the emperor's death by giving him poisoned figs. But some historians consider that these rumors were a lewd fabrication by Augustus's political enemies. Alternatively, it is possible that Livia gave a poisoned fig as an assisted suicide to ease Augustus's suffering. This was common practice among the nobility of the time, who considered this gesture a way to depart with dignity into the afterlife. Augustus's body was returned to Rome, and, on the day of the funeral, all businesses in the city closed out of respect for the emperor. The body was cremated and the ashes buried in his mausoleum. Augustus's death was seen as the loss of a great ruler, brimming with talent and vision. He was proclaimed a god among the host of the Roman pantheon.